Once upon a time, in the charming little village where stories dance through the air, there lived a curious piglet named Oliver. Oliver was a rosy pink piglet with a crooked smile and a twinkle of adventure in his eye. Above all things, he adored exploring the mysteries hidden within the sprawling forest that lay beyond his quaint village. One breezy evening, Oliver decided that he would set off on a journey through the forest, even though the sun had dipped below the horizon. Tonight is the perfect night for adventure, thought Oliver, clutching his favorite tiny lantern that flickered with a gentle glow. As he waddled into the howling woods, Oliver's lantern cast warm, mellow light across his path. The towering trees, with their branches swaying lazily, were casting long shadows that danced playfully across the ground. Although the night was shadowy and mysterious, the stars twinkled like 1,000 bright-eyed companions guiding Oliver's way. Though his heart was alight with curiosity, Oliver couldn't help but feel a bit shivery. There was something whispery about the forest at night, like 1,000 secrets waiting to be uncovered. Oliver clutched his lantern tighter, his steps determined but a little bit tentative. As he meandered deeper into the forest, he began to see shapes and hear sounds that tickled both his imagination and his fears. Was that the soft hoot of an owl, or perhaps the whisper of the wind in the trees? Oliver thought of the tales he'd heard of the magical creatures that lived in the forest. Was it possible that he'd meet one tonight? Suddenly, a rustle broke the air, and Oliver froze for a moment. But then, the sight before him was not a frightening one. It was whimsical and charming. A delicate fairy, with glitter in her wings and moonbeams in her hair, was fluttering just ahead. "Fear not, little Oliver," the fairy giggled, her voice tinkling like tiny bells. "The forest has room for stories and dreams, and you, dear piglet, are safe within our embrace." Comforted by the fairy's presence, Oliver ventured further. With shadows dancing in rhythm to his soft steps, the stars above twinkled ever so brightly, cloaking Oliver in a blanket of coziness. His worries melted away, replaced by wonder and delight. Every snap of a twig or rustle of a leaf seemed less scary and more magical. The forest was very much alive and ready to share its secrets. Oliver knew that a grand adventure waited, but for tonight, he was happy simply to wander. And as he finally found his way back to the gentle village, Oliver carried with him the forest's nighttime secrets, a newfound bravery, a sprinkle of magic, and the comforting thought that even when things seemed shadowed, light and friendship were never far behind. From that night onward, Oliver continued to explore, always with his little lantern and a heart full of tales, wandering not in fear but in wonder, forever venturing beneath the twinkling sky.